Sometime in the middle of March, the president invited me and Joe Califano, his domestic affairs advisor, to lunch with him in the Rose Garden. That's between the White House and mansion and the West Wing, where the Oval Office is. The two structures are connected by a walkway bordered by the cabinet room. The day was mid-March, the day was sunny, but chilly. As we talked, you could hear the anti-war chant, "Hey, hey, LBJ, how many kids did you kill today?" You could hear that over and over, and a drum beating. It was all coming from Lafayette Park, across Pennsylvania Avenue on the other side of that cabinet room. I don't remember what caused it. It may have been that I started talking about this idea of the campaign based on the bicentennial. The president said, I don't know if I want to get into that. Anyway, I may not run for re-election. And Joe Califano and I sat there stunned to hear him actually say it, but not entirely surprised, just stunned. I said, you have to run. And he said, why? Give me some reasons. And I said, well, if I were you, I wouldn't run either. You aren't going to get a fair shake in the press or on the Hill. Everything you say will be misinterpreted or challenged, and the country may not be in the mood for any more big liberal programs. But I'm not you. You have to run. Why? He persisted. Well, for starters, there's still a lot to be done, and you're the only one of the candidates who can do it. You're absolutely wrong, he said. You've got it exactly backwards. Any of the others will get a honeymoon from Congress. Bobby will get a honeymoon. Gene McCarthy, even Nixon. But me, Congress and I are not honeymooners. We're like an old man and woman. I remember he said woman, and it had the air of woe was in it. He said, we've lived together too long. We've asked too much of each other, and we don't want to hear from each other anymore. Give me another reason. Well, I looked across at this Califano guy, and he was just sitting there. He wasn't helping at all. And I was trying to think of something, and thank heavens, Marvin Watson came out to tell the president he had an appointment. Joe and I went back into his office, where we talked about what this would mean for Democratic politics, for the nation, for Lyndon Johnson, I forget in what order. We also wondered whether it was likely to be the final result, or was only a cry of the heart from a man whose great promise and great achievements were being pounded by the anti-war drums across Pennsylvania Avenue and by the relentless crash of small arms fire in the fields and jungles of Vietnam.